I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Hey, this is Matt once again. It's Die Hard Dracula. I mean, what can I say about a fucking movie like this? I was going to my, hey, welcome back to another video. Thank you for the support, and I still thank you for that. To everyone who has suggested reviews via PayPal or by joining my Patreon, and certain tiers you use certain things or requests. Please feel free if you want. You request any movie review, re-review movie topic, and I did mean any movie, and I still do. So whether the good or the bad, I will sit through it, no matter what, and I sincerely do thank you. So if you hear me get mad, it's on the movie, not on anyone who has done it. And this is a review for Anthony. Now, I know there was a YouTuber named Greaser Reviews. Long ago, he reviewed this film, and he mentioned, like, me and Michael CP and others, like, checking it out. And I never got around to it because I watched the trailer. I'm like, fuck this. But, I mean, now that someone requested it, I don't know if Anthony, if that's a different person or the same person. I don't know. But if it's a different person, if Greaser Reviews watch this, is after so many years, now the day has come. I'm watching the Die Hard Dracula. I know it's like 2 minutes in. I haven't talked about this. No, it has nothing to do with Die Hard. The reason it's called Die Hard Dracula is simply because Dracula is hard to kill. So it might as well be called Hard to Kill Dracula. Because they cut his head off, it does nothing. They shoot a fucking slingshot that Dennis the Menace would have, grenades at him, it does nothing. They shoot stuff, silver bullets. I guess that's a vampire thing, but I mean, I guess technically vampires don't exist, so technically you can do anything you fucking want, because they don't exist, so you can make anything up. I mean, to be truthful on that matter. But I mean, the movie, I don't even give a shit who directed this. I didn't look it up, because if I saw the name, I'd be bitch at the person, but not seriously, but in my head. This movie is cheap jack horseshit. I mean, you got a goddamn video quality that looks like opera, or looks like something that would be on the BBC TV, and it costs $10. And that's even too much of a budget to guess on this. Sometimes, I wouldn't say it looks blurry, sometimes it looks, I don't want to say as if there's Vaseline on it, because, I don't know, maybe they use the Vaseline for other shit. It looks like a shitty soap opera. It looks like a shitty, almost like a play at times. If someone had a camera and was filming someone doing a play, I mean, it's cheap, cheap, cheap. Sound like a fucking Tweety bird. A titty movie. I thought a titty movie. A titty movie? I love to be seeing a titty movie. I saw a shitty movie. And this is 1998? That's the thing that, I'm like, this is 1998? Maybe 1991, it looks like. And the shot on video, shot on shitty-o market. 1998? Why? Why was it even made? The story, opening where people had got some poles up their ass to showcase about Vlad the Impaler and how Dracula came to be, and type of story you've heard in other iterations of Dracula, but done very, very cheap. And then Dracula is in his coffin and he says something about, I've listened to awful praying, crying, and bullshit. I can't stand no more. And his coffin fucking flies and lands in another goddamn place, and you can see the fucking strings. Oh, but it's supposed to be a comedy, Matt. Now go watch Dracula Dead and Loving It. I actually like that movie, with Mel Brooks directing, Leslie Nielsen. It's not Mel Brooks' best film, but I enjoy the film. I will go watch that. I barely remember Love at First Bite, but I guarantee that's better than this movie. If you want to talk about comedies. I haven't seen Once Bitten, but I guarantee it's better than this movie. Even if it's bad, it's still better than this movie. Or Dracula, whatever the fuck other vampire films. This might be the worst vampire film I've ever seen. Because I'm trying, I mean, vampires with a Z is close. That's fucking close. At least Vampires is a funnier title than Die Hard Dracula. That'd be pretty cool. Think about a vampire in a Die Hard situation, but the vampire, imagine if he's a cop like Forbidden Night. Not Forbidden, Forever Night. Forbidden Night. Well, I mean, if you want to call, that could be the title, Forbidden Night. But take the cop like in that TV show Forever Night. Cop who's a vampire, but then he's in a Die Hard situation. Cast like Gerard Butler. I mean, he played fucking Dracula. Dracula 2000. Why not? Rather go see that movie than this movie. So after you're saying the crying, the praying, the bullshit, I said this is production of a soap opera, but that's insulting to soap operas, whether it be As the World Turns, or Guiding Light, or General Hospital, or whatever the hell else. Then when he lands there, some fucking teen is chasing a lady and kills her, and then Dracula comes out and kills the teen and bites the lady. And Dracula, I swear, looks like Meatloaf. I swear any second now he's going to say, like a bat of hell, keep going till I'm gone. He looks like Meatloaf. Nothing against Meatloaf. I like Meatloaf as a, not as a food, but I like the artist Meatloaf. I liked his songs. Meatloaf a Day, whatever the hell name he wants. He's good in some movies like Black Dog. He's good in his songs. I'm just saying this is fuck. It does look like Meatloaf. Then it takes place in modern day. Our lead character is driving a boat. His girlfriend is Waterstein, and then all of a sudden she drowns. Yes, it's about as random as I made it sound. Then he's sad. They see a falling star done in PowerPoint, pretty much, and this falling star lands across the country into the fucking grave as the funeral is happening of his ex-girlfriend. So number one, he's a shitty boyfriend. Because why the fuck is he not there? It's your girlfriend who died. You're so goddamn sad, but you didn't go to the fucking funeral. You fucking dick. And then it lands in the goddamn, on the coffin. And for some, I guess comets or what are the asteroid bits, they bring you back to life. They just bring you the fuck back to life. So I guess, you know, if you watch Armageddon, hey, you might as well let it hit the planet. We'd all be brought back to life anyway. In fact, the people who are dead would get up and be brought back to life. And I guess become a vampire as well? Or did she come back to life and then get bit to be a vampire? Or does pieces of asteroid, comet, stars, whatever, vampire? Maybe it's something from Life Force, from space and fucking land. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know. I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. I do care. I don't fucking care. I do. God damn it, man. I mean, when I talk about these bad movies, one of the things I keep coming back is horrible acting. And I'm thinking, what other adjectives can I come up with horrible for acting? Terrible, wooden, puke-inducing, eye-scratching, confusing, confounding, bewildering, butt-fucking, whether it be in this, Amazing Bulk, Pocket Ninjas, fuck. By this day, I'm going to review all the bottom 100 movies. Maybe it's not a bad thing. But I'm sure there's plenty of people that have done that. So the guy goes to, what is it, Moravia? I'm like, does that even exist? I guess I'll give... Should have looked it up. I just never heard of Moravia. Never heard of it. Maybe it does exist. I would assume, but this is also a movie where it has all this other bullshit where comet pieces of asteroid lands on, brings people back to life. People are like, not that impressed. Well, she's back to life. I'm glad we didn't embalm her. Doesn't call the people, hey, your girlfriend is alive, and then the boyfriend didn't go to his girlfriend's funeral. I'm like, wow, you're really that broken up, huh? You piece of shit. So the guy goes off there. I forget why the hell he goes off there. I forget. Like 10 minutes of him just wandering around. Horrible effects where he sees his girlfriend like in a glass that he's ready to drink and he mixes. And then the fuck happened next? Oh, he's in his car, he goes off the road, and it dissolves into the car rolling down the hill. I mean, I've seen edits, but I've never seen it dissolve where it goes and it dissolves into a fucking car roll. Okay. And he has a head injury, he's staying at this place, he sees this girl that reminds him a lot of the girl he used to know. Probably because it is. This actor, Bruce Glover, who I believe is Crispin Glover's dad. You know, Crispin Glover from Back to the Future, Friday the 13th Part 4, Willard, the remake. His dad is, and this is Van Helsing. And Bruce Glover, I believe he was an assassin in the James Bond film Diamonds Are Forever. He's hamming it up. When I take off my glasses, he looks like Buck Flower, the character actor who John Carpenter would use in Escape from New York. He was the guy who goes, yeah, I'm the president. Once I had this, I'd be president. So, I mean, it's not him, but, again, with the glasses off, it looks like him, but it's Bruce Glover. Apparently, vampires can go in the daylight, but if they're struck directly by sunlight, then they'll die, but they can walk around in daylight, or in daytime, I should say, because Dracula goes to the tavern and gets a rare steak. Who Van Helsing tricked his ass and put some garlic on his toast. He's like, oh, he must be a vampire. Or he's a guy who doesn't like garlic. But whatever. And a lot of this was just boring. I mean, if people like this as a fun bad movie, okay, but I found it rather boring. It just went and it went and it went, where they go from Dracula's castle back to the tavern, back and forth like 5 times. One point he finds this girl that went missing and then starts making out with her in the barn. And then Dracula's there and the guy says a stupid line like, I'm an American and we're tough. What are you, a fucking Ford car commercial? God damn. And then he gets his ass kicked and he leaves and gets with Van Helsing. They go about Dracula. Van Helsing shoots a silver bullet, but it doesn't work. Then they leave and then come back, throw an arrow and it doesn't work. They escape through the water. They travel all the way back to the fucking tavern. Then they come back, they get a literal Bart Simpson, Dennis the Menace slingshot, shoot a fucking grenade with a lazy ass explosion, and then Dracula starts throwing these, like, shooting tennis balls on fire. That's what they look like. Then they go back, and then they go back yet again. I guess we knew we were the budget. They only had 2 locations. This tavern type of thing and the castle. They cut the head off of Dracula. It does nothing. I think at one point they kind of blow up Dracula, but not really. Because then the guy in Van Helsing trying to escape. Now it's 3 girls' turn. I forget who the hell the third one was. Oh, I'm guessing it's the girl from the beginning of the movie, the girl that went missing, and then the ex-girlfriend that came alive from a fucking comet or whatever. Not a vampire, but I don't know. Apparently that the same goddamn thing. Van Helsing gets the girls off him. Then the girls do like, yeah. Then cut away. We find out those 2 have been bit and turned. So Van Helsing and Dracula are playing the fucking violin amongst the castle while the guy and all 3 girls are dancing the night away. Die Hard Dracula, DHD, more like STD. You know, DHD sounds like a fucking ingredient you would have in this that would poison your ass. I mean, cheap, yes. Bad acting, yes. Nonsensical, yes. Is it funny? No. Do you care about the characters? No. Is there stupid shit? Tremendous. From flying coffins, that you see the wires, to tennis balls of fury, to bad effects that even back in the day when you had live action shows on Saturday morning, like we have the cartoons and we have some cheap live action shows, those had bigger budgets than this. I'm not even being over the top. I'm not even being silly and stupid on that. You know what? I should look up who directed this just because. Just because. I should have done this before, but you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I don't give a shit. People can look it up. It's like a 1 point something B. And that's the thing. This is just a lazy, lame, boring, stupid, goofy, unfunny, cheap ass waste of space. That's the best thing to describe Die Hard Dracula. It's a waste of fucking space. I can't think of a worst vampire film. Again, Vampires is close. And I feel like I want to just fart on this fucking microphone, because that, if I just did that, that'd be the entire fucking review. And it'd be more artistic than anything in this goddamn movie. Thanks for watching. Take care. Thanks once again to Anthony for the request. Thank you to everyone who has done that. Again, you feel free to join me on my Patreon or request things directly via my PayPal. Links are down below. Fuck Die Hard Dracula. It's for free on YouTube. Shows how little people give a shit about this movie when it's for free on YouTube for years. And see you guys later. Bye-bye. Fucking hell.